Hello everybody, welcome back to Common Faults and Fixes. Today we're talking about shoulder playing. One of the common mistakes that you see in golfers is an incorrect shoulder plane. A correct shoulder plane is helping you to move the club down and around your body during a golf swing. Think of the shoulders as the axis or the hub of your golf swing. And in order to move your golf club around your body in this kind of small or large kind of carousel around this central hub, your hub or your shoulders have got to be moving in more or less the same angle as the golf club would have at address. Unfortunately, that is easier said than done. The reason for this is quite simple. Your shoulders are used to turning in a far flatter plane than we need in a golf swing. In a golf swing, we're actually going to be doing two things at the same time. We're going to be going into a side bend and a rotation at the same time. You are going to rotate your body, go into a side bend, and you're going to do it in a way which doesn't do one and then the other, but actually synchronizes the rotation so that it all happens at the same time. As a rule of thumb, we're thinking about the ball to target line. If you can imagine a ball here at the end of the alignment stick, what I'm trying to do in the swing is, first of all, in the address position, get my shoulders parallel to the ball to target line. It's more important where your shoulders are pointing and where the face is pointing than where your feet are pointing. But generally, a human being feels more comfortable when their feet are under their hips and their hips are under their shoulders. However, your feet position will have more to do with how much rotation you can make away or to the target. A closed stance will allow you to take a bigger backswing. An open stance will allow you to move through the ball far more easily. Your shoulders, on the other hand, together with the club face, are really determining the direction that you are swinging the golf club. And by getting your shoulders to turn down towards the ball to target line, it's actually helping you to move the arms up, down, and up again around this kind of central axis. So how would you know if you were doing this correctly? Well, the first thing is you want to get yourself set up to the golf club with a spine angle of around about 100 degrees to the golf club, which is on the floor. It means if you think that that is a 90 degree angle, you want to get basically about 10 degrees higher than that. The rest of the movement is being done by your shoulders and your thoracic spine. You are actually bending in the middle. There is a bowing of your body in the backswing, and what's actually happening here is that the stomach muscles and side muscles are actually contracting as you make the backswing in your lead side, extending in your trail side. As you go into the follow through, exactly the opposite is happening, contracting on one side and extending on the other side. There are people like Johan who really does do this to an extreme, and you will see that his shoulders are extremely steep, especially in his follow through, but the majority of us simply don't have that kind of mobility, and you want to just try and get that lead shoulder down as deep as you can. If you can get a kind of a feeling as if your kind of armpit were pointing at the ball at the back, in the middle of the backswing, that would be very good indeed. And a similar kind of thing in the downswing. You will never get the actual top line of your shoulders actually pointing at the ball to target line. It's just not physically possible. It should be pointing slightly above the target line, but parallel to the original plane of the shaft. And one of the ways of actually checking that this is good is to basically stick an alignment stick into the ground along the ball to target line. When you get to the top of your golf swing, you should have the feeling that your lead arm is across your shoulders and it's running parallel to the original plane of the golf club. So if that's the plane, hope it's about right. We want to be coming back here, and I've got the feeling of the lead arm being an extension of my shoulder plane and running parallel to the original shaft plane. That's what you want to be basically seeing in your golf swing, and whatever your body is telling you, and usually it's nothing nice, it's actually finding this very uncomfortable to begin with, then that's the kind of feeling that you've got to be developing in your golf swing. When you're hitting golf balls, then you want to have the feeling of starting the backswing, as we said last time, with your lead shoulder coming down, with your lead hand pressing against the butt of the club to get the club up. But it's now this contraction in the lead side which is helping you to get actually the lead shoulder down and helping you to get the club up on plane. It always was and always will be a complicated game, and it's always counterintuitive. So you've got to get a good feeling for what you're supposed to be doing in order to practice it correctly. Hope this helps you. If it does as ever, hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done already. Thank you, or big thank you to all of my patrons who are supporting the channel on a monthly basis. If you would like to become a patron, I shall leave a link below. Back soon.